Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2022 WAHA 18U Midget State Tournament, live from the Marinette Rec Center. I'm Brock Jersey alongside Cole Jersey here, bringing you the opening game here for the M&M Thunder as they take on the Hudson Raiders in this one. Get started here very shortly. Hudson comes into this one as the 5 seed, M&M Thunder the 4 seed. Hudson sometimes deceptively good based on seeding in these state tournaments, given that they play so close to that Minnesota border. They can find games outside of the league, which makes it difficult to seed them alongside some of these other club teams. But the 5 seed coming in against the 4 seed host Thunder as that one goes behind, chased down by Danielak, tries to backhand out in front for Lemry. Fires that one, looking to get across the crease there, picked off by Schmidt and carried out towards center ice, where it'll be gathered in by Danielak again. Danielak trying to feed that one up towards Denny. Schmidt gets run over there, and that'll get chipped up, not quite out. Denny quickly smothered there by Fenton and Kofi. That'll be Lemry down low, trying to pull that one away from Swarbek, who's able to get it out towards center. Can't quite connect that one with Fenton. It was broken up out there by Berg. Now fired up by Bovin onto Lemry. Lemry 4-on-1 there. He's going to take a shot, and that'll be a quick pitch and catch into the glove of Dalton Haskins in net for Hudson.
Yeah, Thunder doing a good job there on the regroup, moving that puck side to side and getting it back up quick, using their speed to come into the zone and get a chance there.
Face off here to the right-hand side of Schmidt. That one will go back. Thayer there trying to poke that away from Petty. Petty feeds far side onto the stick of Molson and put back deep here. First in chase for the Thunder will be Von Hayden. Von Hayden to the corner, trying to clear that one away from Molson, who reverses. Heads over to the partner off the boards there. Aim for Petty. No ice as that one got touched up, but it'll come all the way down to the corner. Bowers first on it for the Thunder. Wraps that one around up the boards in the direction, at least, of Kraus. That'll go D to D for Hudson there. Kraus will get a kick on it. Able to get to it first there was Petty, but quickly smothered up by Thayer and now dumped in deep by Petty behind the net there. Bowers trying to get it. Get sent into the Zamboni doors down low. Schock trying to get it there again. This will be Kraus once more, looking to feed up and out. And out of the net there to play that one. Schmidt to push it past Thayer. Gets it out across center. Bovin steps up there and puts a shoulder hard into Murphy as the puck careens to the corner. Denny will send up the boards in the direction of Casey. Turning there, Clements trying to work his way through that slot. Got quite a ways before that could be cleared out there by Spencer. And now we'll have a foot race here between Molson and Thayer. Molson first to it, wraps behind his own netminder, rockets it past Casey, and that one will trickle all the way out across center ice there, where it's played by the Thunder coming off the bench.
I think we're going to get too many men here. It looked like Thunder player was stepping off, still on the ice, while the fresh player coming on hit his foot and played it.
Yeah, Jermaine Zulke came out real quick there, and Thayer had just barely stepped off. And I think one of the few things that the linesman can call, and the linesman on the near side caught that one right away. I have to say I saw it too. So a power play, and just as quick as the penalty sits down, they'll be back up as that one came off the stick. I believe that was Molson out at the point.
That was a great shot. Good face-off win, right back to the point. Quick shot. You know, what you kind of draw up there. Do that, get some guys moving in the net, clear that opening lane. Thunder, you know, right there we didn't even really get to see much of a penalty kill power play situation since it was only just the one face-off, but showing how penalties, you know, could come into play here as the Thunder start out. Very physical game, making good clean hits. As long as they can keep that up, though, I think they might be able to get back in this here.
Yeah, that clean, like you said, not much of a setup on either power play or face or penalty kill there. No time, as it was a clean win and a shot. So a 1-0 lead here for Hudson, and that will negate the too many men penalty. As this one wraps around, held in by Swarbrick. Lemry tried to push that one through. Swarbrick able to carry again. He'll walk up there, tries the one-timer. That one went off, looked like the knee of Bowers, and wraps around far side. Danielak will put a body in there. Down back door, Fenton backhanded in the direction of the net, but kicked aside there by Stefik and fed on up to Denny, who gets it across neutral ice before the combination of Schmidt and Moltzen separate that one. This one behind the net. Heckman gets to Moltzen. Moltzen trying to come up the middle there. Didn't see anyone. Going to feed that one in behind. Danielak gets there just in time. We're going to have a penalty coming up here as Scar came across. Looks like this one will probably be interference against Scar on that one, as the delayed penalty still there as Thunder has possession. Touched up by Heckman. And we're going to get the interference from Scar. Bit of a foot race between him and Danielak. Got the body tied up a little too early. That's an easy call out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like you said, a little too early with that contact. You have two guys going for a puck, battling for it. You're able to kind of throw into each other, push each other outside, but if you do it too soon before either of you is in position to make a play on the puck, then you're just having, causing interference there. That's an easy call to make when there's only two guys in the area near the puck.
So we'll see a man advantage here for the Thunder. Kid number 10, Joseph Scar, going to go in. The 5 out there for the Thunder will be Kraus, Kennison, Boven, Von Hayden, Thayer, and Haley. The advantaged quintet for the Thunder. Going up against Petty on the draw there. This one will make it out to the point. Boven stumbling, gets a backhand to put it back deep. Petty going to carry down below the net, looking for somewhere to go. Rockets that one off the boards, makes it out. And that one will waffle just shy for Boven to pick up. Boven gets that one pushed aside momentarily, and this one will be sent back out towards center. Gathered in by Petty, hassled by Thayer there for a moment, but curling away to buy some time. Schwarber now far side. Feeds that one up there, and a shot's going to trickle through the 5-hole. That one came down the far side. That was Kofi just trying to put it on net, and found a seam, just trickled out behind Stefik.
Yeah, right there, costly turnovers for the Thunder on the power play. Running a little panicked, Hudson doing a great job putting pressure on the puck, even on the penalty kill, causing Thunder to make some passes quicker than they wanted to, move the puck, like I said, panic a little bit, throw that puck where you don't want it. Hudson able to capitalize on that, take it back, set it up nice and slow, and what was, I'm assuming, just an attempt to kill some of that penalty kill time, throw the puck on net, happen to slip through. If you're Thunder now, you want to settle down your goaltender, get him in the right headspace, because they're, that first goal there was a good screen, not much you can do about. Sometimes that can get you rattled a little bit defensively. So Thunder here looks like trying to settle everything down, get their heads back into it.
Now hang on. The puck is set in the offensive zone, or I should say defensive zone for the Thunder. Only one up on the board. We're getting something explained here. The only thing I can think of is because of how it trickled through the 5-hole, did we get a whistle prior to the goal being called?
I'm not sure on this either, because I wasn't really watching that far back in the play, but how far out the shot came from might have been an offsides putting the puck on net if
he was
Hudson
down,
still had someone in the zone.
He was down almost to the top of the circle, so I don't think that was it. The only thing could be if we had a quick whistle before the puck trickled through. But it does look like no goal here.
Hopefully we'll get a little explanation that we can see from up here, but
I would highly doubt that. So this one here will stay 5-on-4 following the no goal. Thunder still on the power play here for 1:26. Face-off come to the left side of Stefik. Danielak in there to take the draw for the Thunder against Fenton. This one out towards Moltzen at the point, and Rockets one. This one will go wide, though. Careens out towards neutral ice, where it's picked up by Lemry. Lemry tries to make one move there. Good recovery by Moltzen, gives Fenton time to get back. Out at the point, they are able to gather one in. That one looked like it got touched up by Lemry, but goes high of the net. Able to be kept in for a moment, but now chased out to neutral by Thayer, regrouped by Denny. Denny pushes that one up through onto Thayer. Thayer going to carry this one in near side, near the hash mark, sends back door. Lemry got the redirect, but just a bad angle, and it'll go up and off the glass instead. Great positioning, right idea Nothing going through there. This one held in by the combination of Lemery and Bowers. Before finally elevated there, at least momentarily, by Gornick. And we're going to get a high sticking called there on Denny as he lacrosse that one down and out. 42 seconds remaining on the Thunder power play. 12-17 here in the first. Thunder hosting the Hudson Raiders in this year's state tournament. Face-off will come right side of Stefik. Bovin in there to take this one against Petty. Gets pushed forward. Petty out to the point towards Kofi. Kofi going to send that one, and it's going to go off the stick of Zolke and up into the netting.
Yeah, if you're Thunder here, you really want to see, settle down on this power play. They've been making a lot of those quick passes, throwing the puck away into turnovers.
Petty wins that face-off over to Kofi on the near side. That's where his non-goal came from earlier. Tried to walk that one in a little bit closer, got tripped up. 30 seconds now, and an icing waved off at the last second as Zolke got down there, backhanded in front, and nobody there, so it'll be covered up by Haskins, who catches a little bit of snow from Mr. Bovin. But yeah, you mentioned it, those face-offs in the offensive zone. You've got Kofi and Moldson out on the point, who've got rockets of quick shots from out there. That's clearly what they're trying to set up. Thunder trying to do something similar here. The feed to Zolke there slowed down, and that one able to be pushed out by Petty. A shot from Spencer ricochets off the end boards. And now around behind. Moldson up the boards. Spencer pinches down, keeps that one in. Moldson will get another effort. This one will go across the center. And an icing will be called on that one. Full strength are both teams. 11:33 remaining in the first period. M&M Thunder Hockey supported by Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Still looking for the perfect gift for your friend this holiday season? Refer them to the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. They'll enjoy a great bank, and you'll both be rewarded with a little extra money for the holidays. Visit snbt.com for more information. Member FDIC. Set up here to take a face off to the right side of Haskins. This one will go across the net mouth to the corner there. It's picked up by Swarbrick. And now Thayer trying to get that one in front. Had Von Hayden there now crashing from the far side. Just poked out of reach there by Heckman. This one now backhanded deep by Kraus. Heckman will chase down. Carries behind the net. Backhands towards Swarbrick. Swarbrick there, I think, caught the skate of the official. So he'll try the other side. Pinching in there, Haley puts that one down deep once again. Swarbrick chops that one quick to the far side, working this back and forth. Thunder D doing a good job of holding it in. And making Hudson at least try both sides here. Heckman now down below. Pressure from Von Hayden. Bodies will tie up down low there. This one curls behind. Swarbrick gets chased, puts a backhand on it towards Murphy. Murphy gets that one past Denny out towards center, but only as far as Von Hayden. And now Denny comes back the other way. Poke checked away. Murphy trying to feed that one all the way through. Kicked at by Lemery. Lemery feeds up towards Berg. Berg able to make his way through Kofi. Partially gets onto Lemery. Lemery sets one up, walks across the slot, and puts that one in near side to bring it back to a tie.
Great move there by Lemery, but that was really the key takeaway on that was the way that they brought the puck into the net, moving it side to side, kind of hurdling those defenders, finally getting some good passes in and puck control. Thunder been turning over the puck quite a bit so far in this first period. To see them handle it like that and make some good passes, end up with a 2-on-0, that's a good start for them going into the halfway point of the first period.
Face off here, Danielak and Fenton all tied up at one apiece. 10-19 remaining in the first. As Danielak sends that one back towards Lemery. Lemery settles it down to feed to Bowers. Bowers looking for Danielak again. This one's going to roll all the way in. It'll be Moldson out muscling Danielak there. Now coming out the far side. Makes a move off the boards there past Bowers. He's got Lemry and Denny back. Gornick with him. Stays on sides there. Feeds to Gornick. Gornick a quick shot as Daniel Ack came across. Kicks wide. This one bounces out. Makes it through Kofi. Kofi will chase down. Looking to go cross ice. Picked off there by Lemry. And Berg, I thought he made it back, but the linesman has the angle and I don't. So offsides were the Thunder there as Lemry had some momentum headed towards the net.
That might have been a little makeup for calling an icing at, even though Hudson was shorthanded before.
Boven here trying to push this one forward with Zalke. Swarbrick going to pick that one up. Goes D to D now. Back to Swarbrick. Swarbrick pressure coming from Casey. Feeds far side. A little bit out of reach. It'll be chased down by Spencer with some quick pressure there. Petty puts that one in the front there, and diving on it was Stefik. M&M Thunder Hockey also supported by Taxi Inc. Taxi Inc. is the affordable choice as the Marinette shared ride taxi service. We operate 7 days a week and are ADA compliant. Call 715-735-9787 for booking or information. This one down low, picked up here by Boven. Gonna bring that one across center. It's across the red line, sends in. Chase that one down low. That will come up and over Lacrosse down there by Schock. High sticking called off as Casey backhands the direction of the net. Fast and furious down low as it comes out. That one there picked up by Clements, who catches a hard shot. But the puck will come all the way down. Icing called off as Spencer picks up behind his own netminder. Turning, feeds for Casey. Casey tries to forward it out of the zone, but Gornick picks up. Hudson going to go get a partial change here as Fenton comes off the boards. Rockets one there. Goes off the chest of Stefik to the corner. That one wrapped around now, coming down. And we're going to get a call here. This one's going to go against 51. That'll be Mason Boven. Call was interference. Risky issue there because Stefik left the net. I think he thought the call was going the other way. Good thing there was an icing, or it would have been an empty net.
Interference on that wasn't body to body or anything. Hudson player dropped their stick, and Boven decided to kind of push it away from him as he went to pick it up. So not a great penalty to take there, and an easy call to make.
Yeah, but dangerous move there. Stefik thought it was going the other way, and if not for the icing, Hudson would have had an empty net with a delayed offsides coming up. They'll work this here, sort of the overload style of power play on the near side. Now they'll go back door, trying to feed that one for Schmidt. It'll be picked off there by Bowers. Bowers looking to feed across towards Kraus. Kofi there to break that one up. Trying to send it back the other direction. It'll go from Thayer back to Denny now. Denny looking far side for Bowers. Bowers going to skate that one up. Pressure came from Swarbrick, and he'll send it down. Icing waved off. Haskins touched it behind the goal line, but close enough to negate that. It'll go far side now, trying to bring it up, working a couple little crosses there. It'll get in the skates of Gornick and be cleared out by Denny once more. Half of the power play gone for Hudson as this one comes out from behind the net. Off the boards, a bit out of reach there. Scar couldn't glove it down, but skating through there, Moltzen trying to feed past Kraus, and now Kraus will take the other direction. Kraus going to bring this one down low, cuts in, rebound out in front, nothing but blue jerseys there. It'll be carried by Moltzen, who gets pressured by Kraus. Fed across now, loose puck picked up by Scar, going to walk this one in. Backhands across there, looking for Moltzen. Moltzen was tied up well by Kraus on the backside. Nothing going. This one out for Kofi, coming down near side. 25 seconds remaining on the power play as Thayer manages to get that one clear. Kofi going to chase down here. Thayer gets up underneath. Unable to come away with the puck, though. So Kofi back the other way. Backhands Up towards Moulton, who catches a little pop there from Danielak. But now Moulton able to carry on in. Gets tripped up by Spencer coming through, though. No call, and a shot there from Scar. Doesn't quite make it on net. And that's going to do it for the power play. Full strength are the Thunder as Heckman sends this one across. Now he'll pick it up again off the boards. 5-on-5. Heckman looking to center across. Makes it all the way to the far side. Will be picked up by Petty down low. Petty going to wrap around looking for something. Not seeing it. Sends out towards the point. Catches Shock on the backhand. And then quickly pressured. And sent down deep. Spencer now far side. Backhands. Looking to feed through, gets deflected. Heckman going to pick this one up, go off the boards towards Petty. Petty can't quite catch up to it. Haley will step up and push through. Haley now backhands out, connects with Spencer. Spencer got pressure coming from Shock. Shock gets the long stick on it, but unable to go anywhere with it, and Spencer's going to be down there. Slid awkwardly into the boards. We'll take a moment here. Spencer down. M&M Thunder Hockey brought to you by The Insurance Works. Don't let your insurance premiums check you into the boards. Contact the Insurance Works agency in Marinette and let their team of agents help protect your family and business while you score some savings. A proud sponsor of Thunder Hockey and a member of your local community for over 30 years. They are ready to assist you with great rates and service. Visit their Facebook page or website to contact Carrie, Keith, Garrett, or Danielle. It's easy. Just search for The Insurance Works today. M&M Thunder Hockey is supported by Westland Bus Lines. Westland Bus has been providing Marinette and the surrounding communities with school bus and motor coach transportation for 44 years. Tours across the country, charters down the road, private car service, and more. We hope to see you on board. M&M Thunder Hockey is supported by JGS, providing plasma ion nitriding services for superior wear and harsh environment protection of steel parts for clients in Northeast Wisconsin, Upper Michigan, and across the U.S. For the best quality, the best price, and the fastest turnaround time, contact JGS today for a same-day quote. M&M Thunder Hockey also supported by Advanced Blending Solutions. ABS is proud to partner with the M&M Thunder. M&M Thunder Hockey is supported by JGS, providing plasma ion nitriding services for superior wear and harsh environment protection of steel parts for clients in Northeast Wisconsin, Upper Michigan, and across the U.S. For the best quality, the best price, and the fastest turnaround time, contact JGS today for a same-day quote. So just to update everyone, still tending to the injured player, Thunder player on the ice. Looks like we've gotten to a seated position now at least. Following discussion afterwards, there was what would appear to be a major penalty assessed, or at least a misconduct penalty assessed to number 27, Caleb Schock. This is one of those where don't believe there was a lot of malicious intent, but given the letter of the law with the injury, following a discussion, the linesman can get involved then, and this one will. So major penalty there assessed to Schock. He'll be disqualified for the remainder of this contest and presumably the next, as long as the rules are still what I remember them to be. We do have Mr. Spencer up and on the bench at least, which is, two good signs there. He's up, and when we go to the bench, that's always a better sign than heading in the other direction. So positive signs. They're always a little bit scary when we go into the boards in those awkward positions.
Usually hitting the boards at any kind of speed has a higher chance of injury and definitely doesn't feel as good as even a body-to-body hit. There's just no give to the boards when you go in like that, especially in an awkward position.
So, again, and not to, obviously you never want to see anyone hurt, and we hope everyone's okay. You do feel bad a little bit for Shock in this one, because I saw the play. I do genuinely believe that he had no intention of making any contact whatsoever in that scenario, but with the emphasis on injury prevention and the conference of officials, he'll be out of this one. So 5-minute major penalty up on the board here as Berg carries this one down below. Trying to feed that one through the middle. Somewhat awkward play there with the goaltender, but able to get it out. And a shot now from Denny at the point. Goes high and off the glass. Near side, Berg to chase that one down. Comes out to the point. Lemry dishes to the side for Denny. Denny a bit off balance. Able to recover. Goes off the boards, but quickly to it first was Moltzen. Unable to clear through a skate. Danielak now walks in. Takes the quick shot. And that one right there in the breadbasket of Mr. Haskins.
Yeah, Thunder fumbling the puck around a little bit there, but making good recoveries, getting that puck back. You can tell they're trying to work it up high, which is what you want to see. A little more side to side, try and move that goaltender out of position.
This one back. Lemry charged at it. Scar trying to get it up and out of the zone. Unable to do so. Now Lemry, I saw him chasing there. That's a mouth guard on the ice instead, but he'll pick up the puck. Goes backside for Danielak and a shot across. Just a little bit wide. Lemry now going to walk this one out. He'll pull a switch there with Boving. Looking backside for Danielak. Had him there, but well covered by Petty. And able there on a little reaching turn was Scar to get that one cleared out. I like the look back door from Lemry on that one. That's sort of the design of the umbrella power play, but now it'll be Danielak breaking through. He's trying to make his way through the defense there. Gets tied up a little bit and sent to the side. So spinning away. Unable to go too far with it now. Trying to bring it down and in. This will be Scar. Wraps behind, looking for Petty. Petty up the boards. Pressure there. We're going to call that Luke Clements because I haven't seen a number 2 yet, and that looks like a generic Hudson jersey. I apologize to the player wearing that jersey and to Mr. Clements if I'm incorrect. But that's what we're going to agree upon going forward here as this one carried on by Kraus. Skates through the check Kofi. This one will be Gornick down low. Senna trying to feed that one up the corner and finally able to get that one, but just rockets it down there was Schmidt. 3:06 remain on the major penalty. Of course, major penalties, the player does not come back to the ice in the event of a goal. So you've got 5 minutes to score all you can up a man. 2 minutes, I should say 1 minute and 54 seconds of it have expired so far. We get that mouth guard cleared out. So bring this face off here to the right-hand side of Haskins. That one to the boards there. Thayer backhands going in front. Van Hayden was there. And now around behind. Schmidt gonna pick that one up. Rockets it there. Fenton able to chip it past Bowers and now kicks it up. The kick lost enough momentum. Denny will be the first one to it in the corner. Quickly takes a check there from Fenton. Denny now coming up the far side. Little chip on his shoulder after taking the shoulder in the corner. He'll come across center. Goes between the legs of Swarbeck and a shot there, but equal to the task again was Haskins. That one fed out in front and able to be cleared by the defense once more. No ice. Tip called. So it'll come all the way down. Stefik. He'll let Bowers pick that one up. 3 minutes remain here in the first period. All tied 1-1. 2:21 remaining on the major penalty as this one comes back towards Molson at the point. He's going to fire across there, just missed Bovin. Close enough to negate the icing, so Haley will pick this one up behind her own netminder. Catch a little forearm shiver there as Bovin tries to feed that one past Molson. It's going to go up and out of netting. And almost got a souvenir there for a fan, but we're going to return that one to the surface of the ice and have a neutralized face-off here.
Thunder doing a good job that first shift of the power play, settling the puck down, moving it side to side, getting backdoor like we said. Here, though, this next shift, not real great. They're getting the puck a little panicked. You see a lot of times as soon as they get the puck, it's already off their stick. In a power play situation, a lot of times you have a second or two to get the puck, skate with it, and make a better pass and a better decision with it.
Lemmer going to skate away with this one for a moment. Pressured quickly there by Kofi, sends back around behind. I apologize. There's Clements wearing the number 2. I was wrong before as Haley tries to clear that one out. Knocked down by Scar. That one behind the net now. Danielak going to make a way through with that. Scar breaks that one up for a second. Now Bovin looking to feed through up to Lemmer. He does so across center ice. Bovin takes a step into the zone. Berg backside shot there. Kicked aside. But back out to Bovin. Bovin rockets one there. That one will go off the stick of Haskins and out of play.
Yeah. Another example of how I was saying, that quick release. Bovin, good hard shot, usually great from the point there, but in that situation, if you were watching, he had a great lane to walk it down. He could have picked a corner on that one. Used to taking that hard shot from the point, but if you have the space, walk it down, get a better angle.
This one comes back out. Bowers trying to work it around. Schmidt was there, but able to get it back out to Bowers was Berg. Now a shot goes high and wide and off the glass. Down low, poking that one out was Gornick, and Lemry gathers in, looks far side, caught Danielak going the wrong way. That one will be an icing. 107 remains on the penalty. 142 in the first period, all tied up at 1. Goals came somewhat early in this period, both before the halfway point, so nothing in the last 8 minutes or so. As this one ties up, Kraus and Fenton. Kraus able to circle back and get on that. And now backhands out towards Thayer. Thayer pressured by Molson there. Backhands through Schwarbeck. Had Kraus bearing down, stepping out of the net was Haskins. And able to get that one through a series of intermediaries across to center ice once again. And now a little bit of miscommunication between Von Hayden and Kraus will have that one to be offsides.
Now we've seen both goaltenders do a little work above and beyond what you oftentimes see at this level. Hudson goaltender doing a great job coming out playing the puck, and Thunder goaltender, a lot of times when Thunder players are chasing it back, waved off icings, they'll let them know where that Hudson player's coming from so that they can have a better idea of what to do once they get the puck.
Bring this one down here. Face off right side of Haskins. Again, still 35 seconds remaining on that major penalty. 5 minutes so far have been fruitless for the Thunder. As Kraus sends that one to Thayer. Now across to Denny. Denny going to walk that one in the reaching stick of the Raiders player to be named later. Able to send that one off the glass. That one now Petty. A little bit off on the angle. Going to go down for an icing. The icing shorthanded rule is one you and I both, we'll say from a personal aspect, deeply dislike as penalty kill purists. But I mentioned earlier I've had the privilege of calling some games at the Tier 1, Tier 2, AAA, juniors levels, and the ability of some of those players to find angles and almost put backspin on a puck so that they can clear it the full 200 feet, but not have it be an icing is another skill that's quite impressive. So we'll see if that sort of strategy for getting around it. Actually, I remember calling, I believe it was the Pee Wee or the Squirt tournament earlier. Chucky Bird manages to find the netminder just about every time on a clearing effort as well, knows his home boards. So those things are kind of cool as much as I dislike the rule change. But it's interesting to see those new strategies come in, and I'll be hoping to see more and more defenders find sort of that workaround in the coming years. Is this one out in front? Bovin with the opportunity. Picks up the one in front just outside the crease, and he'll elevate that one past the glove of Haskins.
Now that's a incredibly important goal here with only 40 seconds left in the period. 4 seconds left on the power play. When you have that 5-minute power play, it's a huge momentum boost to whoever kind of wins that. If you don't score, it can totally deflate you and boost up the team that just killed it, and vice versa. That goal, huge for the Thunder to take the lead here at the end of the first.
Absolutely. I mean, you mentioned the momentum swing. If you kill off a full 5 minutes, you know, that's the equivalent of popping a couple of goals momentum-wise, and it is not scoring on a 5-minute power play has the same deflating effect as you know, getting scored on. It makes you feel like you left points on the table. So, like you mentioned, not just important to take a lead here in the final minute of the period, but to get that goal on the board on the power play. Very important for the Thunder. As Swarbrick comes around now, finally full strength is Hudson again. Petty gonna further that one through. Had Schmidt near the far blue line, just a little bit outside of where the puck was directed. And we'll get ourselves a stoppage here. 27.4 up on the clock.
Yeah, both teams kind of going for broke there offensively, trying to get a last goal here at the end of the first. Hudson really wanting to tie it up, especially having that goal called back earlier. Wanting to get that second goal to tie this up going into the rest of the game.
This one back in the direction of Lemery. He'll spin around, sends down low. Berg there gets a skate on it, stops it up. Trying to come out from behind there for Hudson was Heckman. And on the far side, Fenton able to do it so. Looking for the give and go with Fenton there. Just 10 seconds left. Fenton chops that one up with the backhand in the direction of Gornick, who catches a body full of Bovin. And Haley will wrap this one around far side. Stepping in there last second, and just a bit shy of the buzzer was an effort there from Kofi. But that's going to do it for period number one. Thunder leading 2-1. Goals coming with 14:36, 10:19, and then just 40 seconds remaining on the clock in this one.
Yeah, Hudson doing a good job there that last shift, though, responding, like we said, to that momentum. You know, letting it up with 4 seconds left after killing almost an entire 5-minute penalty. That can really deflate a team, but it looks like they, you know, rallied around that, came back hard, trying to even it out, get that goal back, and hopefully for them carried into that second period, keep this thing interesting here.
So it looks like we're going to get fresh ice in between periods. Official WAHA tournament guide says only 2 periods for this level, but with an extra bonus, you're going to get fresh ice every 17 minutes, which, as a player, greatly appreciate it. So we'll run some ads, play some bills, get some fresh ice, and be back in, if I remember correctly, just about 8.5 minutes with period number 2. Again, M&M Thunder leading the Hudson Raiders 2-1 in their first game of the 2022 WAHA 18U Midget State Tournament, live from Marinette, Wisconsin. M&M Thunder Hockey brought to you by The Insurance Works. Don't let your insurance premiums check you into the boards. Contact the Insurance Works agency in Marinette and let their team of agents help protect your family and business while you score some savings. A proud sponsor of Thunder Hockey and a member of your local community for over 30 years. They are ready to assist you with great rates and service. Visit their Facebook page or website to contact Carrie, Keith, Garrett, or Danielle. It's easy. Just search for The Insurance Works today. M&M Thunder Hockey supported by Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Still looking for the perfect gift for your friend this holiday season? Refer them to the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. They'll enjoy a great bank, and you'll both be rewarded with a little extra money for the holidays. Visit snbt.com for more information. Member FDIC. M&M Thunder Hockey also supported by Taxi Inc. Taxi Inc. is the affordable choice as the Marinette shared ride taxi service. We operate 7 days a week and are ADA compliant. Call 715-735-9787 for booking or information. M&M Thunder Hockey is supported by Westland Bus Lines. Westland Bus has been providing Marinette and the surrounding communities with school bus and motor coach transportation for 44 years. Tours across the country, charters down the road, private car service, and more. We hope to see you on board. M&M Thunder Hockey also supported by Advanced Blending Solutions. ABS is proud to partner with the M&M Thunder. M&M Thunder Hockey is supported by JGS, providing plasma ion nitriding services for superior wear and harsh environment protection of steel parts for clients in Northeast Wisconsin, Upper Michigan, and across the U.S. For the best quality, the best price, and the fastest turnaround time, contact JGS today for a same-day quote. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Second period underway right away here. Thunder leading 2-1 after the first 17 minutes. We'll get some fresh ice, head the other direction. Just some clarity for everybody. And we'll wait until a stoppage here as a little wet ice there slowed Danielak down. Gornick will send to the corner. Fenton there, pressured by Denny. Gornick now. That gets that one poked away at the point. Going to be a foot race here with Lemry and Swarbrick. They'll tie up in the corner. Lemry trying to come away with it with a nice little snowbank along with the puck there as Bowers comes in from the point, takes a shot, and that one loose for a second but swallowed up. So just to clarify the no-goal situation in the first period, there was a puck somewhere inside of Stefik's pads. So there were two pucks on the play, and with the inability to determine precisely which one ended up in the net, the goal was called off. So a lucky equipment error, the rationale for the no goal, and the reason we aren't currently looking at a 2-2 game right now. Danielak and Scar on the draw. That one back towards Lemry, and a hard shot there bounced off the pads of Haskins. Now picked up near the blue line by Lemry, waiting for teammates to be on sides. He'll send that one in. It'll come out far side. Stick of Petty. Petty met there by Bovin. Over to Molson. Molson pressured by Danielak. Comes out in front, and Lemry across. You always talk about how dangerous it is as a defender to try and bring that puck out from behind your own net through the crease. And right there, Lemry sitting on it made him pay for that decision.
Yeah, Hudson just got stuck with too many defenders, too deep, left the slot wide open. All it needed to do was pop through. Lemry had all day to pick his corner. Did so well.
This one carried ahead by Kraus, now sent across. Pushed aside by the stick of Haskins, and now out the back door in the direction of Clements. Held in there by Haley. This one rattles around, now comes out past Bowers, and an icing will be called. Yeah, you know, you mentioned the defenders down low, and it is tempting when you see that little patch of open ice to try and skate the puck up through it. But every now and then, especially, you know, with as quick and strong as Lemry is in that area, you just have to make the decision to eat it, take it back down low, and hope for a day with some better weather to bring it out. And impatience there will cost Hudson and put the Thunder up 3-1. Just over 16 minutes remaining in the second period, so about 59 seconds elapsed. The Thunder go up quickly. Molson trying to send that one through again, dangerously out in front, and right there was Von Hayden. Haskins seemed in control, but a little more casual about getting on that puck than I would be if I were him.
Still probably saved himself from getting scored on there. Thunder player would have had the puck with just clear opportunity if he hadn't stepped out.
That one there, backhanded by Kraus, goes across the far side. Von Hayden checked along the boards as that one gets pushed in again by Thayer. Trying to bring this one out. Schmidt tied up by Bowers. It'll go down to Heckman below, who's pressured by Von Hayden. Ties up with his own teammate. Now Kofi wraps around the boards, looking for Gornick. Far side, backhands, chipped it out. But it'll be Von Hayden who picks up the loose one and rockets it, deflected up and over. Clements trying to backhand that one through, broken up there by Bowers. This will be Kofi looking to make a way around Thayer, does so, but separated from the puck, and Bowers sends back out across center. That'll be Schmidt looking far side for Heckman. Heckman pressured by Thayer. Gornick trying to push this one down in. Gornick gonna walk this one low behind his own netminder, feeds to Schmidt near side. Schmidt looking to feed out Bowers there again. Bowers heading towards Thayer, caught a skate instead. Haley will step up. Push that one in the direction of Von Hayden. And now Thayer again. Heckman up the boards through Haley in deep, but Bowers will be on it cleanly. Bowers from behind the net. Comes near side towards Berg. Berg looking to backhand that one out there. Deflected for a moment by Petty. And now this one turned around. Bowers comes across, taps at it for a second there. Petty able to kick it in. But Berg will chase it down, tapped aside by Stefik. Berg pressured down low there by Scar and company. Trying to get that one pulled off the board. Scar now looking to work past Woodworth. Out to Molson. Molson looking to go D to D. Have the cross pass there, but Casey got a skate in the way. Haley now from near the red line sends in deep. Swarbrick from behind. Swarbrick smothered by Woodworth for a moment there. And now Molson trying to get through. Stopped out near the blue line by Bovin. And we're going to get ourselves a call here. Offsides. And a stoppage. 13:23 remaining in the second.
Thunder had a couple good regroups there, getting it out of their defensive zone, but forwards, if that defense gets pressure and it's not as smooth, they got to know to get back a little quicker. Right there, you saw some of them expecting that puck to come out nice and easy, but when Hudson's sending two attackers to put pressure on, that can mess up some things with your defenseman getting it out. You got to know to get back and help in the defensive zone.
This one here tied up, neutralized. Danielak trying to push through. Bovin will pick it up for a moment. And through traffic there, coming away with it, Kofi down low. This one from the corner, chipped out by Heckman, but unable to connect with Clements. It'll be sent back in by Bovin. Kennison Bovin at the point. Fenton trying to make a move through there, but Bovin got the body on it. Mason Bovin now trying to chip it through, and Fenton finally able to get it to neutralize, but it'll be Lemry. Sends that one across now up to the stick of Denny. Denny takes a check there from Heckman, but the puck continues down low, where it'll be wrapped around. Clements able to carry across center. And Bovin carries in, sets up shot there, smothered up by Haskins.
Again, good turning from defense to offense there by Thunder, getting that opportunity, moving that puck quick. I think that's one of the big things that they've done better in the second half of the games we've seen so far. Moving that puck quicker, going from defense to offense in that transition game.
Trying to chip this one out here. Thayer stops at the blue line. And able to be cleared out, but too strong and all the way down.
Another thing Thunder have been doing much better there here since they've kind of taken over score-wise and possession time. They're holding that blue line very well. Right there you see Hudson having to clear it out, send it for an icing because they can't get it with control past the Thunder defenseman and the people covering for those D.
Kraus and Scar here on the draw. Kraus going to win that one back. It'll be picked off by Thayer there, who furthers it along to Bowers. Bowers back to Thayer. Thayer hazards a shot. That gets deflected several times, doesn't make it all the way through, so Murphy will pick up far side. Murphy trying to feed through. Von Hayden was there. That one tied up in a handful of gloves, and it'll come to Petty near side. Just enough room to enter the zone, and a shot there blocked aside by Bowers and picked up down low by Kraus. Kraus off the boards. Scar there quickly. Pressured by Von Hayden. That one out across. Swarbeck rockets one from a one-timer there. As Gornick sends that one down low, looking towards Petty. Petty and Bowers will tie up along the boards. Kraus comes in to assist. Kraus got that one clear. Lacrosse down near center, and a high sticking called on Molson. I think part of the reason we're seeing things go the way they are, even though we're only about less than midway through the second, if you look at just the numbers on the bench here, Hudson a little bit short of skaters compared to the Thunder to begin with, and then obviously both teams have lost a skater in this one in the Spencer Shock collision, one to injury, one to penalty, but personnel they could ill afford just from a stamina standpoint. This one pushed through, foot race now, Fenton and Bovin. Fenton will come up with it, and Bovin will ride him into the boards down low. As this one comes out towards Swarbeck at the point. Swarbeck, nice little saucer pass across to Kofi. Kofi sends one through, found the lane past Bovin. Unfortunately, the only way to get it to the net was to have it directly into the chest protector of Spencer. Stefik, I should say. I
will say one thing Hudson does very well when they get that puck moving D to D, they get good positive traffic in front of the net. Their own players taking the goaltender's eyes, but yet not there to block shots. That's key when you have that strong defensive play.
Fenton now Face off with Danielak. This one comes out. Kofi at the point, looking to rocket that one across towards Molson, but too strong was the pressure of Bovin. And that'll force that one out across center. Glove down there by Lemry trying to carry in, but Molson able to separate. He'll chase the loose puck down to the corner now. Lemry will shadow, comes out near side. Lots of pressure. That one goes from Fenton up to Schmidt. Schmidt able to eat the check there from Bovin, but Danielak will be first on it in the corner and sends in the direction of either Bovin. Go ahead and pick one before Lemry sends back across. Or Kofi, I should say, sends back across. Now far down low. Schick trying to send across the net mouth there. Well defended by Bovin and Danielak. Down low, centering pass there sent aside, and Denny will wrap this one around up on top of the shelf for an icing. Starting to get a little chippy down low between the two teams. That'll happen as the fatigue sets in.
Yeah. Fatigue sets in, and you have two teams that are pretty even speed-wise. Both of them are going to want to play a little bit of body, try and slow the other team down to get that advantage. So far, though, it's been even, body contact and speed-wise.
This one here comes to Molson at the point. Molson fans on the shot and poked through by Kraus. Kraus is going to get a run here. He's got Von holding on the far side, and he's going to take the near side shot. Had the top corner. That elusive top corner there. Error mails it a little bit. And now Von Hayden able to hold in. Sends down low for Kraus again. Kraus trying to feed that one out towards Thayer in the slot. That time it will do so, but goes off the pipe on the backside of the net. And Molson able to feed up to Scar. Scar across center. Feeds across for Petty, who had a little bit more room to move, but the shallow pass there, unable to get through. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here. This one will go against Petty, I believe, as there was a collision with Haley down below. And we're going to get a checking from behind here to go against Petty. Again, had the brakes on.
I think he was expecting the Thunder player to make a turn one way or another. Thunder player instead electing to kind of pin it up and assess his options, with the puck pinned against the boards. In that case, still had his back towards most of the open ice.
Yeah, so we'll get the checking from behind call here. And again, not to be an apologist on either of these more significant penalties for Hudson today, but that's a tough one, like you said. So we're gonna, I think this is a 10-2 automatic from behind. So, and again, the linesman going well above and beyond his mandate to explain that to the penalty he didn't call to the Hudson bench. So we'll get the 10 minutes assessed to Mr. Petty, which, again, one of the stronger players out there for Hudson. Going to be missing for a minimum of 10, a potential of 12 minutes. But certainly the remainder of this second period. 1:43 remaining on the man advantage as this one comes to Kennison. Bovin feeds for Lemry, and Lemry directs just wide. But good setup and good positioning as Danielak curls that one. Sends in a little shallow angle as Bovin walks this one off the boards, trying to make it towards center. Feeds backside. Danielak crashing down. Just got a little bit too close, and Haskins able to shut the door on it. Danielak now out to the point. Denny winds one up, and that one will go high off the glass. Comes around the dasher boards to the near side. And this one, Schmidt now. Bovin going to throw a shoulder there, picked up by Denny. Denny wraps that one in the direction of Lemry now. Lemry across center ice. He's going to come in all by himself. He's got Danielak right there trailing. And he'll chase that one to the corner. Tries to backhand out in front. Well defended. Now Schmidt backhands to the far side. Gornick going to chase down. Going to have Denny there right away. And Denny will manage to backhand out to Lemry, who offers a one-timer. Kicked aside by Haskins. Out to Bovin on the near side. Aimed that one just a little bit shallow. And the skate of Danielak deflected more towards the net, but wide. Danielak now down low. Backhands out in front. Furthering effort there from Gornick. Finds only Denny. Denny manages to hold on to one. And a little bit of a kerfuffle in front of the net there. That's going to have both Fenton and Danielak headed to the box here. Not sure who initiated. We're gonna fill him up. Fenton's gonna go. Must have been Fenton's interference initially. We've got Bovin in the box for a cross check. I thought we were gonna take Danielak as well. Or was it Bovin who got caught up in the kerfuffle?
I saw Danielak at the end there. That would have been a call that they could have made there, a little extra shove at the end.
That seemed to be the indication that he was going to take both of them involved in that.
I didn't see where Bovin was involved or how it started.
So we'll tie up here. It'll stay 5-on-4. The 20 seconds remaining on the 10-2 penalty for Hudson, the only one on the board. The other ones will be offsetting as Moulton carries this one behind. Trying to center it out there was Thayer, gets tied up with Swarbrick. Thayer and Moulton will come away with it now. Moulton up towards Clements. Clements looking to center across in the direction of Scar, broken up by Kraus, full strength. At least on the ice are the Hudson Raiders now, 5-on-5 as Thayer tries to reverse that one. Manages to come back to it. It'll be coughed up now, and Schmidt comes in. Schmidt lines one up, and good pressure there from Kraus. Takes the heat off of that shot. Cleared out. Moulton a hold along the blue line. Working some dangles there, and it'll get poked in and offsides. Appreciate the effort from Moulton there.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Was able to stick handle around.
Really only had
3 or 4 Thunder players, but just sent it a little too far on that last one while he still had a man inside the zone.
Kraus now off the draw, pushing it forward. Comes into the zone to the corner. Sent back out, held in by Kofi. Now across towards Von Hayden. Von Hayden down the far side, backhands one out in front, looking for Kraus. Kraus almost used the momentum to body that one in as that one gets chipped high and off the glass towards Swarbrick. Swarbrick out to the point. Denny puts one towards the net. Coming across there, Von Hayden, and swallowed up.
Yeah, good idea there. Von Hayden walking it off the boards there. You have 2 other offensive players for the Thunder in front of the net. As long as one of them takes the eyes, the other one gets ready for a rebound. You can pick your corner or shoot it low, try and get that, crash the net. You got a 3-on-1, 3-on-0 in front of the goaltender, but smart walking off the boards when he had space.
Yeah, get it to the middle, find a slot. This one comes around now. Haley gonna slow that one down. Now Moulton able to get it past Berg, feeds across in the direction of Schick. Schick trying to feed back through towards Moulton. Moulton lifted the stick on Zulke there and got the shot off, just ran out of real estate. Moulton trying to center that one out in front. Murphy now going to send that one. It'll go back behind the net. It'll be Gornick, far side. Gornick fans on one, chases it down now. He'll meet Bovin behind the net, and Bovin will redirect back for Murphy to collect. Gornick trying to feed out to the point towards Heckman. That one comes down, bobbled by Haley for a moment, but safely gets it, or not so safely got it, at least in the direction of Berg, but backhanded in by Murphy. That one will go down. You'll notice Moulton played defense most of the game. Has been one of their more prolific players, has moved up to forward here. Needing a little bit more offensive pressure and down a few members on the bench. Moulton now going to wind one up, offers in the direction of the net. Stefik directs back behind. Berg now wraps around towards Scar. Scar trying to work down low, takes a couple of hands from Bovin there, comes out in front. Berg able to keep it away from Swarbrick. Berg out towards center, and it'll be loosened up and chased down by Kofi. Comes near side, off the boards. Moulton picks it up. Going to work against Haley, fans the shot there. Works like a drop pass towards Scar, who had one, and the blocker of Stefik shuts it down. Lemery able to feed on to Zulke. Zulke going to walk this one in against Kofi. Kofi Or I should say Zulke, the shot there, snapped up by Haskins. 4:44 remaining in period number 2. Thunder leading 3-1. But it really feels like Hudson kind of just hanging on in this one. Down a couple of guys, fatigue starting to set in.
Yeah, that last shift, you could definitely see the fatigue setting in. A lot of players standing kind of still or not moving, taking a second longer to realize that they're the closest to the puck to go chase.
Yeah,
Both teams starting to slow down a little bit.
Number 13 out there, I think Christian Moldson had about a 4-minute shift. Same thing with Kofi back. A couple of these Hudson players forced to pull double time. It's going to wear on you, especially seeing as we're only in period number 2. Heckman turns that one away, gets it out of the zone and off the skate of Denny, where it'll be kicked back in, offsides.
Definitely is a little scarier, too, when you start seeing that fatigue on both sides, because as we said, the best way to slow down someone is put a body on them. So, you have slower moving targets, targets that are stationary when you go to hit. It makes for bigger hits, that kind of stuff. And you want to hit more often to slow down the person with the puck.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing. You don't realize, you don't feel the hits until you've taken 40 of them, and then it starts to kind of slow you down a little bit. Kofi going to walk this one in, drops off towards Clements. The shot there goes off the body of Bowers. Clements from behind, trickles out in front, and sliding to cover that one up in time was Stefik. You mentioned the body thing and slowing down, and that's why I've always been a proponent of frequent Zambonis just as a safety matter, because as you start to get rough ice, the feet move a little bit slower, and like you said, those hits start to get teed up a little bit more, and people aren't able to take the checks in the way that you're trained to take them and safely. So I mentioned only required a Zamboni every 2 in this tournament. Looks like they may do it every period. That's a nice thing to see, because a lot of people don't realize not only is it make for better, faster hockey, but significantly safer on fresh ice.
And that's one thing as a player that you start to notice is it's not so much, you're training all the time, you're in great shape, so it's not so much that you just aren't in shape enough to keep it. If you had fresh ice, you could skate faster, longer, almost nonstop. But when that ice gets rough, it definitely gets way harder to move, and the legs get tired far faster.
Puck slows down, everything slows down, and you run the risk of getting hurt as Haskins steps out and tees up Thayer. Be interested to see exactly how this one gets called.
I'm not
Haskins
too well versed in
it's an interesting one. Haskins saying he came out to play the puck. The officials and Thunder saying that he, extended the hands and initiated the hit. However, it is important to note that the goaltender is always protected, and you have to make an effort to avoid contact with the goalie. Now, I think some of those protections are forfeited if the goalie initiates. But I saw Haskins trying to make the case that he was coming out with 2 hands on the stick to play the puck.
Now, if Thunder player there is able to get to that puck a little quicker, get their head up, they could have easy goal, just quick step around a goaltender, not very mobile in open ice. Take one stride to the side, you have a wide open shot there. But as we said, took a little extra stride to get to the puck, didn't quite see the goaltender coming out. Not something you usually expect for a goaltender to come out and play the body like that.
Yeah, tricky call either way. M&M Thunder Hockey supported by Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Still looking for the perfect gift for your friend this holiday season? Refer them to the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. They'll enjoy a great bank, and you'll both be rewarded with a little extra money for the holidays. Visit snbt.com for more information. Member FDIC. M&M Thunder Hockey is supported by Westland Bus Lines. Westland Bus has been providing Marinette and the surrounding communities with school bus and motor coach transportation for 44 years. Tours across the country, charters down the road, private car service, and more. We hope to see you on board. So we'll get 2 minutes up on the board here, assessed to Mr. Haskins, and a power play for the Thunder again. This one chased down by Fenton. He's got Denny there. Makes the reverse, trying to feed it out in front. Elevates one near side. Saved by Stefik. .320 remaining here in the second. Certainly an interesting score sheet at the end of this one based on some of the penalties so far.
Looks like we're going to have a late call of interference here on this one.
I think it's the right call. I disagree with letting the fans in the corner make the call.
That should have been made almost immediately with the puck being held by the goaltender. Quick whistle, send him to the box. Waiting this long, definitely.
Yeah, it validates the the input from the crowd, which you don't like to see, even if they are correct. So we'll be 4-on-4 here for the next minute 45, as that's Mason Bovin in the box on the interference there, and Gornick came across with the backhand and a flash of the glove from Stefik.
What a save. That one even had me fooled. I thought that one was in the back of the net from this angle.
Yeah, just managed to reach that glove over. Great save. There. This one to the corner now. Bauer is going to try and skate away from Gornick and Stefik. Comes out near side. Moltzen. Moltzen backhands across, blindly intercepted by Lemry. Lemry to carry this one out there. Gets poked at by Swarbrick. Enough to slow it down. The centering pass there and a diving defensive effort, but still connected with Danielak. And the goaltender able to step up. Bowers now steps up from near the blue line. Holds that one in. Danielak down low. There's some urgency in this play now here from both sides as Bowers holds that one in again, sends in the direction of the net, gets tied up in the defender. And I can't say I disagree with the decision, just to get that one out of there and get the whistle.
Like you get when you get only 4-on-4 like we have right now, you get a lot of faster open ice. You know, players like Lemry who have that size and that speed to run, you're going to see them moving the puck a lot quicker. That sense of urgency, just because you have that space to move the puck, do what you want with it, set things up, go back and forth. 4-on-4 hockey is fun to watch if it's done right.
Yeah, again, we mentioned the legs for Hudson going to be a little more fatigued here. 4-on-4 benefits the team with speed.
Absolutely.
And you can see that in the Thunder right now. They're a little bit fresher, able to use that open ice just a teeny bit more effectively. And this one fed up towards Scar. Danielak going to throw a shoulder there and come away with the puck. Turns around, looking to feed to Lemry. Good defensive play by Schmidt there, and that one will go to the corner. Kofi will feed around towards Swarbrick. Stumbled up for a second there, and then met by Lemry and Danielak to put the puck back deep. 43 seconds on the Hudson penalty, 50 on the Thunder. And that one, hand pass called as it was gloved down across center.
Yeah, as we said, with the fatigue setting in, shorter bench for Hudson, almost being run like a power play for the Thunder here, even strength 4-on-4, and Hudson really kind of working it, settling it down, trying to run almost more of a penalty kill, settle things down, keep control, whereas Thunder's running that fast-paced attack style.
So 4-on-4 here for another 36 as Kraus sends that one across to Thayer, who streaks through, picks it up. He's just got to get around Moltzen, makes a move there. Moltzen able to recover and get some help from Fenton. This one sent out across center, chased down by Danny Gornick. There with a little bit of pressure, and that one sent through the legs all the way down, gathered in by Moltzen. Quickly pressured there by Thayer. Gornick now. Clements gets that one directed back in by Bowers. Just 5 seconds until full strength for Hudson as that one comes out, sneaks through Denny. Able to stay on sides there was Fenton. Now drop back towards Fenton. Fenton, a shot. Goes down off the elbow of Stefik. And able to gather that one in underneath the pads.
Stefik making a couple great saves here. Big saves, keeping Thunder in the lead there. 2 of them. Fantastic.
Those are momentum shifters. That diving glove before and one like that on almost a 3-on-0. So full strength are the Hudson Raiders. 1:27 remaining in the second period. 6 seconds on the Bovin penalty. So we've seen Hudson run some set pieces off the draw here. They've only got 4 players on the ice in spite of having the permission to have 5. curious. I guess it's one way of keeping legs fresh is just minimize your personnel. We'll get 5 out there now, and so will the Thunder with 1:17 left here in period number 2. Thunder still leading 3-1 over Hudson in this opener. Molson, far side, looking for Gornick. A little bit out of reach, and Denny will be there. Fenton trying to push it through. This will be Denny back the other way. Denny across center. Tied up there by Swarbrick for a second, so it'll be Von Hayden who gets it. Backhands out towards center. Schmidt the first one to it. Molson now. Backhands up towards Fenton. Schmidt. Hudson doing a good job of working the puck up to the top of the zone. Nobody quite wants to skate with it once it gets there. Gornick now trying to make some moves near center. And that one finally sent in deep by Swarbrick. Molson. And furthered on by Schmidt, but only as far as Bovin. And that one will go all the way down for an icing. 28 seconds left here in the second.
Another thing Thunder have been doing very well this game, having active sticks. You got to be careful not to get them stuck in skates or anything like that or get slashes, but doing a great job moving their sticks around, cutting off those passing lanes, poke checking, causing a lot of turnovers. Hudson not really able to get the puck moving with momentum on their regroups because of it.
This one here, Scar from the knees, feeds back to Swarbrick. Swarbrick across towards Kofi, but quick pressure there from Woodworth. He'll do all he can to put that one deep. Bowers upended there and a call coming. This one. It'll be a rough as Bowers got helicoptered a little bit in the corner. No worse for wear, it would appear.
It seems after, an early on injury, something you never want to see. They're calling the body contact a little tighter here in this game, trying to keep everything controlled and keep as many players in the game as you can.
It's been interesting. Some of the calls that have been made and some of them have been missed. Of course, we could nitpick that all day, but we'll have 16 seconds here of power play for the Thunder as Lemery winds one up. That doesn't make it all the way to pay dirt. Chase down to the corner there. Danielak smothered. 7 seconds as this one feeds out far side. That will catch the skate of the officials. Lemery a centering effort. Cross ice. Last second shot from Denny. And was airborne with the opportunity for a buzzer beater, but that one actually will conveniently make its way out of play as time expires here. And we are 66 and 2/3 of the way. % of the way through this game. So 3-1, only one goal there in that second period coming off the stick of Mr. Lemery, just 59 seconds into it. So 16 minutes and 1 second of scoreless hockey played in that period. We'll see what the final 17 result in just a few moments. Some fresh ice, a couple of commercials, and we'll be back with period number 3. M&M Thunder leading Hudson Raiders 3-1 here from the 2022 WAHA 18U Midget State Tournament live from the Marinette Rec Center. M&M Thunder Hockey brought to you by The Insurance Works. Don't let your insurance premiums check you into the boards. Contact the Insurance Works agency in Marinette and let their team of agents help protect your family and business while you score some savings. A proud sponsor of Thunder Hockey and a member of your local community for over 30 years. They are ready to assist you with great rates and service. Visit their Facebook page or website to contact Carrie, Keith, Garrett, or Danielle. It's easy. Just search for The Insurance Works today. M&M Thunder Hockey supported by Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Still looking for the perfect gift for your friend this holiday season? Refer them to the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. They'll enjoy a great bank and you'll both be rewarded with a little extra money for the holidays. Visit snbt.com for more information. Member FDIC. M&M Thunder Hockey also supported by Taxi Inc. Taxi Inc. is the affordable choice as the Marinette shared ride taxi service. We operate 7 days a week and are ADA compliant. Call 715-735-9787 for booking or information. M&M Thunder Hockey is supported by Westland Bus Lines. Westland Bus has been providing Marinette and the surrounding communities with school bus and motor coach transportation for 44 years. Tours across the country, charters down the road, private car service, and more. We hope to see you on board. M&M Thunder Hockey also supported by Advanced Blending Solutions. ABS is proud to partner with the M&M Thunder. M&M Thunder Hockey is supported by JGS, providing plasma ion nitriding services for superior wear and harsh environment protection of steel parts for clients in Northeast Wisconsin, Upper Michigan, and across the U.S. For the best quality, the best price, and the fastest turnaround time, contact JGS today for a same-day quote. Welcome back. Third period ready to get underway here. The Thunder will start out up a man for a minute 44 and false start here as Hudson forgot they were down a man for the first minute 44.
I need one more here.
Yep, one of those is from the 10 and 2 earlier, so we're going to be 5-on-4 here for the first minute and 43 seconds of this one as Danielak and Bovin try to go forward with it. Instead, it will be Swarbrick coming back the other way. He's going to catch a shoulder there from Bovin, and a penalty looking like it's coming up here. Elbowing the call. Either that whistle was a little bit late.
Looks like they're trying to figure out who.
Yeah, which I think they were looking at number 51 Mason Bovin there for a second. He's like, nope, it's the other one.
Yeah. What would you say for reasoning why that wouldn't be a board on that hit?
Not near the boards. He came up, elevated the elbow into him, but didn't drive him into the board surfaces at all. So I think elbowing the right call. Probably could have called that a roughing. If you really wanted to get crazy about it, you could have gone something along the lines of head contact, but I think elbowing probably the best call there. This one gathered in down low. And now icing waved off as this one gets chipped up in the direction of Gornick. To the corner now, Lemry under pressure from Fenton, 4-on-4 still. And that one comes out in front, chopped at there by Moltzen. And now chipped back down in. Bowers to pick it up. Bowers to bring this one out. And that one will go down there, chased in by Schmidt down low. Comes under pressure from Lemry, now Moltzen there. And Thayer to the front of the net, kicked back behind by Haskins. Thayer trying to find some room to move here as the Thunder do a partial change. 20 seconds remaining on the Hudson penalty.
Still 16 minutes of 4-on-4 left here.
16 seconds.
Thank you.
In this game, you don't know. Weirder things have happened.
Just under 16 minutes total for the third period.
There you go. It was in there somewhere as this one gets backhanded, wrapped around by Kraus, chased to the far side there. Thayer tying up along the side. That one comes out in front, and a little bit of flash of the glove there from Haskins.
Thunder really taking advantage and making the most of these 4-on-4s. Like I said before, almost running them more of a power play, being able to control the puck and use their speed to their advantage here.
This one off the draw to Kraus by Kraus to Thayer, and a shot there kicked aside by Haskins. Moltzen trying to fling that one out, I should say. Full strength are the Hudson Raiders as this one comes out towards center. 20 seconds remaining on the Thunder penalty as Thayer dips one there from Scar. This one goes deep in. And on his feet in the box now is Carter Petty for Hudson. His 10-2 soon to expire. He was all over the ice before he had a 12-minute plus a Zamboni break.
Yeah, that'll be huge for Hudson, getting him back, not only just getting back another skater, but someone who was making a contribution and now has almost a full period's worth of fresh legs.
A little bit of a false start on the draw here. Come back in, 9 seconds to full strength for the Thunder. Scar and Danielak. Scar back to Moltzen right away. Moltzen settles that one down and on net, covered up by Stefik.
Thunder player coming out in 5 seconds. If they can win the draw here, maybe do a little pitchfork play or send it around the boards, possibly get a quick break here. Hudson will have to keep an eye on the box, make sure they don't get anyone behind them.
Nice. See Kofi lingering back a little bit, and now this will be a foot race in between Lemery. He'll run right through, comes in, got the shot off there, but that one airmailed just a little bit up into the netting behind.
Yeah, good break there by Lemery. Again, using his body to win that fight for the puck, getting in a little opportunity. Just sent it a bit high, but I think there must have been a deflection by the goaltender or the defenseman to chip that one out.
This one wrapped around behind. Moltzen from behind, under pressure from Danielak. Sends across, had Fenton in behind. Fenton couldn't quite handle it. He's going to walk this one down below the goal line. Tries to make the turn away from Denny. Gets a stick on it. But lots of pressure there, and that one will come out far side. Banks off the boards. Past Bovin. Coming out to play this one. Haskins again, a little bit more careful this time. No contact, but risky playing. Good recovery by the Hudson defense to get that one steered clear of the net mouth, as there was certainly an opportunity in behind. Haskins, shot there from Bovin. Ricochets out in front. Rebound attempt from Bovin again. And a kerfuffle in front of the net. We're going to see both Bovin and Heckman go on this one.
I think they're just going to call a little unnecessary pushing for both sides there. Send them both to the box. Let them cool down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Should stay 5-on-5 here for coincidentals. Thunder getting a lot of good opportunities here late in this period. You can see a lot of the faster players kind of taking over here at the end as players get tired, like Lemery was that last shift. So you're going to see players, like that with those legs that are still running, still able to keep fast, get a couple opportunities. I'd be looking for Lemery to get a few more chances here and take a couple more runs.
And especially now as we see things slow down a little bit. So we sent Heckman and Bovin to the box. Offsetting, 13:50 remaining in the third. That does bring Petty back onto the ice. The whistle there. As we mentioned, lots of fresh legs, something Hudson desperately needs.
I believe Thunder actually lost a player during that break there, too.
This one from behind, trying to feed in the direction of Petty. That one will be kept in by the unincarcerated Bovin at the blue line, at least on first effort. And now Petty able to work his way through. Pressure from Thayer, had all 5 Thunder players surrounding. Comes out, Kofi, a rocket. Swallowed up by Stefik.
Now some possible life here for Hudson as they get one of their players back from a long penalty. It looked like Thunder lost a player, possibly due to penalty trouble as well. Evening out those numbers on the benches.
I'll go all the way down. Bring it back. 13:21 in this one. Yeah, you mentioned that. I think, we're still under I think it's 4 penalties now to an ejection, so presumably that total reached for Mr. Bovin. And Thayer will send this one around, looking towards Von Hayden. Von Hayden, a backhand off the boards, chipped through by Denny. Picks up by Thayer. Kraus and Thayer going to be 2-on-1. Thayer going to walk that one across, and a sliding kick save there from Haskins. Moltzen trying to bring it out from behind. Von Hayden able to stow him down there. Thayer regained the feet, comes out to Denny, and a one-timer. Almost took the water bottle off. Nice feed from Thayer after careening into the boards, fed from behind the net, out to the top, and Denny going to pound that one home. Top shelf.
That was a beautiful shot there. Like you said, a great setup. Reading it, seeing that, knowing that there's commotion in front of the net, not trying to force it to that guy in the low slot, but instead seeing your defender open with room, sliding it back, letting him make a play with the puck.
This one sent in by Zulke now. Goes across. Berg able to hold in there. Looking to center that one towards Zulke. Picked off by Swarbrick. Down low, backhanded around behind the net by Kofi. Kofi again. Sends that one up. Able to be chipped out of the zone. This one picked up by Fenton. Fenton backhanding across the center. Haley there to slow it down. Loose puck in front. Kicked at Gornick trying to further it through. Schmidt looking to get a stick on it. And that one there, Schmidt able to. You saw the determination. Handful of Thunder defenders doing a good job in front there, but Schmidt just strong enough to come away with that one and pull this back within 2.
A little too much commotion there. Stefik not able to really track that puck within that mess. Thunder defenseman not really able to clear it out. Well, anytime the puck sits like that in your slot for too long, trouble's bound to happen.
Good effort there by Hudson. Pulls this one within 2, and a little bit of pep off the face-off here. No offsides somehow there as Schmidt carries this one down low. Looking to backhand out in front. Goes off a defender. Gornick gets a shot, and that one gathered in by Stefik. Fenton getting knocked around there.
Yeah. A little excitement from both teams. Thunder, if they want to settle this down, really need to reel it back in, get back to how they were playing before their last goal. They started running a little rampant, getting excited. That's great. You want that momentum. You want that energy, but you still have to be able to play to your spots and be in the right spots. Play defensively as well.
Yeah, and this is a tournament. This is the tournament at the end of the year. Play smart. You've got a game tomorrow. Maintain a lead. You're capable of being in control right now as Denny chases this one down, looks out in front. Good D by Schwarbeck there to keep it away. And a backhand from Denny, glove down by Lemry, who's quickly crunched. And Danielak now gets that one sent aside by Petty. Petty trying to kick that one out. Schmidt able to clear the zone. It'll trickle back to Bovin. Bovin will let Lemry take this one, who looks near side for Denny. Denny off the wall towards Danielak. And that'll get chased all the way to corner by Danielak. Checked off of it there. Petty trying to get it up and out. Now Lemry looking to walk through that one. Clements able to clear out towards Fenton across center. Fenton will take a little body there from Bowers, but get the puck in deep for Gornick. Gornick centering, picked off by Danielak. Danielak give and go with Lemry out of the zone. Fumbled for a second, and Fenton able to bounce that one off the boards. Not without taking a little bit of contact. Fenton's been all over the puck here for Hudson today, but frequently getting hit as Lemry makes a move down the slot there, and a snapping glove. That's one of those that we talk about from the goaltender, those quick flashes of the glove, always cool to watch.
Yeah, it looks like he had Bowers sitting on the backside too. That's one of those, if you drop that shoulder, get the goalie to go down, slide it to that backside. As long as it's on the tape, it's going in the back of the net.
Tied up off the draw here. Kraus and Molson goes back to Swarbrick behind. Feeds that one up towards Molson. Looking to poke it past Bovin, couldn't do so. Kraus puts in. Penalty upcoming here against Kofi after he buried Kraus there, and the puck out of play anyway. So we'll get the roughing call here.
Yeah, that one just looked like arms extended on the hit when you have someone coming in. As a defender, you can hit them with your shoulder, with your chest. You can't extend those arms out in front of you. That's when you're going to get those roughs or even elbow calls if you get them up high. You got to keep your arms down, play shoulder to shoulder, chest to chest, hip to hip. Once you get those hands up and extended, it's an easy call. Especially when they're calling it tight like they are tonight.
This one down low. Swarbrick curls away there, looking to go off the boards there. Gets a little bit of help there from Clements to feed through. We'll call it tipped as Denny catches up to it. Feeds out. Swarbrick up towards the top. Bovin able to clear through center, but just out of reach of Thayer, and the icing will be called.
Thunder up 4-2 at this point. You really want to get a goal here on this power play. Give yourself a 3-goal cushion. That way you can settle back, play a little more defensively. You don't have to worry about pushing the issue offensively. You can take your chances when you get them, but you can play that disciplined hockey and shut down Hudson. With only 2 goals, you still leave some stuff up to chance here with 10 minutes left.
This one rattled around, comes out, centralized for Molson, who puts back in just a little bit too early. And offsides.
Looks like this one's going to be all the way down the Hudson defensive zone.
Yeah, there was no effort made to keep that one on sides. So we'll bring it down here, right side of Haskins. Looks like it's going to be Scar and Danielak. Hudson bench looking for explanation on something. Or potentially just trying to, you know, you've been in situations where you get a coach to ask a couple of very obvious questions that require detailed explanation. Just might happen to give a few seconds of rest to the legs on the ice.
Even as playing center, one of the things I would do, knowing, you know, if I'm tired or I know my line out there is tired, or just my team in general, ask a couple questions off the draw. Take your time getting set up. You know, take that time, filibuster for a little bit to get that extra breath.
Someone comes out. Bovin bobbled for a second, but kept in deep. Swarbrick will be the first one to it. Check there by Danielak, and now comes back out towards Bovin. Bovin a shot off the boards, ricocheted out in front. First one to it was Schmidt, and sends all the way down just wide of the net. 1:14 remaining on the Thunder power play. 9:50 in the contest.
Yeah, if you're Hudson here, yeah, tell your centers, take your time getting to that draw. You know, don't stall too long where you're going to get kicked out, but take your time getting there, catch a breath. You're running the penalty kill. You want your fresh legs.
Yeah, don't look like you're stalling, but certainly don't be in a hurry. This one will tie up here. Fenton trying to put the body on Danielak. Will do so as Bovin comes far side. That one pushed aside by Haskins down low. Tied up below the net were Petty and Danielak. And now this one fed by Woodworth to center and gathered by Danielak. Turning shot off the end boards hard. Woodworth looking to feed that back out. Does so. Now backhanded out towards center by Fenton. This one comes to Bovin. Bovin makes a move. Looking to feed far side for Denny. A little bit too strong. Icing waved off as Haskin touches that one up. That one there. Hard hit attempted by Lemery there. Got nothing but the stick, but still took away the stick. Fenton feeds this one on to Molson. Catches Thunder in a change. He's got a breakaway coming down on Stefik. Throwing of the stick by Lemery there. Didn't play a factor. Stefik able to make the save. Lemery gets away with one. Can't quite do that. As this one fed across towards Woodworth. To the corner now, or behind the net I should say, as Berg ties up down low. A little bit of rock'em sock'em being played goal line here as Casey backhands that one, and we'll get a high sticking call of, I believe, the minor penalty variety.
Yeah, Thunder catching a couple breaks there. Lemery throwing the stick, not quite legal. Can't usually get away with that. Luckily, it didn't cause too much of an issue, and Stefik was equal to the task on the breakaway there. And then Thunder forwards right now getting stuck 3 forwards down below the offensive goal line. Not something you want to do up to at the end of a game. You got to keep at least one guy back and high so they can help out that D and chase down so you don't get into situations like that where you have D changing and you're giving up rushes.
And, you know, even more so than giving up rushes, I don't know that Hudson's got the offensive gas left. But we see here Berg in the box for the Thunder as a result of one of those. If you get 3 guys below the goal line, you're going to get caught in these scrums, and you're going to get yourself into penalty trouble going into, you know, trying to maintain a lead here and enter, you know, your state tournament weekend. You don't want to have anybody missing that you don't need to be missing. So that's the danger of getting pulled into those scrums down below the net. Let them, you know, work their stuff down low and just sort of play half-ice trap, if you will. Haskins stepped out on that one. Didn't get it clear. Official helped out a little bit. That one snuck through the 5-hole, but able to be kicked aside by Swarbrick. That one pushed ahead. Penalty coming up here. It's going to go interference. This looks like it'll be against Denny. So this is, again, be careful You're in control with a lead.
Yeah, that is sometimes when you have a lead in a big tournament like this at the end of a game, even if you're in the lead, there's almost more pressure on you to stay disciplined and keep focused. That, emotions run high. You start getting, making desperate plays when maybe you don't necessarily need to, get you into penalty trouble. That's how you kind of lose one at the end here. So Thunder definitely going to have to make a good kill here and then tighten things up into the rest of the game.
It's one of those things, too, because I've been in, Hudson calling the timeout here. They're going to have a 5-on-3 for 1:27, down by 2 with 8 minutes left. So, in reality, they're far from out of this, but I've been in the position they've been in as well. Night one, where it's okay. We're here to win a state title. If we don't win this game, we don't win one.
Mm-hmm.
And now, as it gets down to it, it looks like, okay, maybe we're not going to win this one. You start to make sure that this M&M Thunder team is going to go into tomorrow remembering they played you last night. And if you're the Thunder, in control of this one, up by a couple goals with the potential to just run the clock out on it, don't get sucked into that game. It's going to get you in trouble. So, as I mentioned, 5-on-3, but it's going to look like a 6-on-3 with an empty net. Haskins on the bench, so it'll be 6-on-3 in the offensive zone here. The majority of the Hudson skating roster currently on the ice.
Yeah, still a lot of time left in this game. You have 8 minutes left, lots of time for Hudson to be able to climb back in this. But thinking, just the situation that you have here, if you're Hudson, you want to get a goal in this first 5-on-4, or 5-on-3, so that you then have another power play. You could get this tied up within 2 minutes and still have 6 minutes of hockey to play. So this is big for Hudson here. Even bigger kill for Marinette trying to get rid of this 5-on-3.
Yeah, 8 minutes, you mentioned, that's a lot of time in any game, and the clock has not moved fast in this one.
No, it's also bold of Hudson here to pull your goalie with 8 full minutes left, but something they really want this goal here on this power play.
Yeah, you're not going to get a 6-on-3 opportunity like this very often. Denny, one of the more active defenders for the Thunder, being one of them in the box right now, probably plays a part in that decision as well, as this one gets fed out to Kofi on the top. He's going to send one down the center. That one bouncing. Stefik reacted to it, perhaps a little late. Trying to elevate that one from an inside was Moldson. Almost got away with it now. Petty out towards the top, a little bit too strong for Kofi, who manages to chase down, maintain control. Control of the puck, everything here. You don't want to take shots you don't have. That one goes in off the back pipe. The official confirming that. You heard the ping, sounded like a pipe in the corner, but that's going to be the rear pipe, and they're going to pull within one here. The gamble to pull the netminder pays off. The question now, are we going to keep it empty? No, Haskins going to go back. Within one, still have 119 on a power play.
Yeah, that was a well-run power play there by Hudson. You saw Lemry on the near side here, got pulled a little high, took too long getting back. The other defenders for Thunder collapsed down. Working that 5-on-3, you want to stay in the middle, but you don't want to collapse too tight where you're interfering with your own goaltender and letting that entire 6-man offense for Hudson to collapse down and get nice close angle shots like that, be able to walk right in. So it's tricky to kind of find that sweet spot of staying spread out, keeping them pushed back while not letting people sit in the slot.
And I have to give great credit to Hudson on that one. They've worked almost everything from the points, especially on the power play so far in this one. They're 6-on-3. They completely switched the strategy. They kept that below the dots for almost the entirety of it. Every offensive rush was generated out of the corner, completely the opposite of every look they've shown so far in this.
Yeah, and I think that's why you got Lemry getting sucked out high. He was used to that pass coming out to the point, went to play that to maybe get a break and a shot on an empty net, and just they worked it down into the corner, got it right away from him. A well-run power play.
Fenton sends this one deep in behind. Bovin will chase down. 1:10 on the power play here for Hudson after pulling within one. Swarbrick sends far side for Kofi, and that one going to catch, I believe, the stick of Thayer up and out of the netting. Back to a little bit more how they've played their power play. Again, going from a 6-on-3 to a 5-on-4, it's going to be a more familiar look. As Fenton wins this faceoff over to Kofi. Kofi takes the time trying to settle it down. Didn't quite get enough, so Schmidt from the corner. Now finally a flat puck for Swarbrick. Down to Schmidt. Schmidt looking to feed to the center. That one gets deflected aside, but Gornick first on it. Down low, that one directed by Bovin, but able to be chased down by Schmidt there. Kraus may have had an opportunity on it. He'll let it drift to Kofi, and now that one walked in by Schmidt and batted out of the air by Bovin. Hand pass negated off the touch by Swarbrick, and Thayer able to push this one out. Icing waved off as the puck moved slowly enough. The requisite 200 feet. 20 seconds remaining on the man advantage here for Hudson. As this one goes across, Thayer quick there to slow down Swarbrick, who sends back to Kofi to regroup. Kofi maybe taking a little bit more time than they have here to feed that one up. This ties up near center. Fenton now going to try the near side, chopped at by Thayer there successfully. And again, Thayer, long stick and effective with it as this one comes back to Molson. Full strength are the Thunder as Molson crosses center. Able to work its way through, back to Fenton. Fenton, a shot there, caught Stefik. A bit off balance, but the shot wide. That one comes through. Backhanding in was Petty. Fenton, wide, deflected. Picked up by Gornick. And now Lemry. Lemry stalls to feed on to Danielak. Good poke there by Petty. Molson trying to come through the center, avoiding a few sticks. Does so. Now Danielak gets up underneath with some effective defense. Fenton tries to keep that one in. It'll come out to Petty. Petty, a shot there. Got chopped down by the glove of Stefik, and good effort from Fenton. Still skating hard. He's taking a beating in this one and just kind of keeps coming back for more.
Yeah, Thunder doing a good job so far back checking. That's going to be very important here. You want to negate those rushes that Hudson's starting to get on you. Putting that much pressure on your defense, making them stand on their own, is how you lead to bad things happening. So back checking is going to be huge for them. They're going to need to keep it up. And it's something that I'm going to be watching for the rest of the game here. And probably whoever does that better and gets that help back to their defense is going to come away with this one.
.5:17 remaining, 4-3. The Thunder lead remaining, but reduced to 1. Berg now trying to feed this one up the side there. Swarbrick effective on the poke. Casey trying to push through. That one centered, or at least attempted to be, and now chased down far side, put out of the reach of Bowers to the corner. Bowers will be there to recover. Comes out towards Zolke. Penalty upcoming. Wait to see here who it goes against. This looks like it's going to go against Hudson. Some frustration there again. That'll be number 30, McMahon.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised to watch Hudson play this as if they were 5-on-5 or even on a power play themselves, pushing the issue. You only have just under 5 minutes left. Can't really waste 2 of those minutes playing defensively and just trying to burn time.
They have the ability to create offensive chances. The goal in the first period that was called back was well shorthanded, so it's not like they can't generate offense. Down a man, and again here, the Thunder, you're now within 1. You'd like to use this as an opportunity to maybe come away with an insurance goal, or at the very least, to be able to casually take 2 minutes off the clock. 4:40 in the game here as Bovin from near center sends that one. Bouncer up and across. Centered out by Thayer. Von Hayden, a shot there on a bouncer out in front that I thought Haskins lost for a moment, but manages to regain possession and get the whistle.
Haskins has been playing a great game, making a lot of key saves to keep Hudson in this one. Thunder need to get a little better at controlling these offensive zone faceoffs, getting it onto a friendly stick, being able to work it from there. Right now, Hudson able to kind of kill this power play, just getting control, tying it up, and throwing it out of the zone.
This one sent all the way down will be an icing again. You know, we mentioned you can't ice it down a man anymore, but every time you ice it takes, especially on slow ice, 5-6 seconds off the clock. If I'm Hudson and I take 5-6 seconds off the clock and half of my team doesn't need to skate the length of the ice anyway.
Yeah. And right now they're sending that man behind the Thunder defense, so why not take a chance, send it, maybe get a quick break. If not, like you said, kills a little bit of penalty kill time.
As this one comes around, that'll be Molson from behind. He'll come out. We're going to send this one up. This one will find it on his way to Gornick. Both are going to come up underneath, take him out. We'll get a call here. Somewhat delayed as they both go sliding into Stefik, and Stefik in some discomfort after the intrusion.
You'd think if they're going to make a call on this one, you can make that call early. The discussion here and the fact that the arm didn't go up until both players slid into the goaltender, I'm curious what the call is going to be. Looks like possibly an interference. It's an interesting call on that one.
Yeah, using it sort of as a catch-all there. You probably
could have called hook trip,
trip,
anything like that.
Yeah, I think I would have gone with the hooking or the tripping as it was upended, and that's going to be number 4 for the other Bovin. That'll be it for his day.
We have 1:05 of 4-on-4 hockey, which is so far gone towards the Thunder. They're going to hopefully keep this up from their side, but Hudson also able to possibly have a minute power play at the end of this.
This one comes out, held in by Molson for a second, but now Lemery, Denny, and Danielak able to come in 3-on-1. Danielak down low, look at a feedback door for Denny. Had him just a little bit too strong, and Danielak will chase that loose puck back around again. This one able to be carried out, now fed up in the direction of Molson. Molson breaks his way through, elevates one, and Stefik going to get on top of that one.
Good job getting back and putting pressure on by the defense there, but you don't want to be taking those one-on-one defensive swing and miss type of moves. You want to stand your ground, slow down that attack, get help back. Up 1 goal with 3.5 minutes left. You don't want to put that to chance in the 50-50 swipes at the puck.
Out to the point, held in there. And now this one able to be cleared across. It's going to be a foot race. Kraus putting in the effort there, but Swarbrick to it just in time. And then a diving poke came from Kofi on the far side. This one, Scar turns. Trying to get this one out. Kraus will turn on that one, send back deep towards Kofi again. Full strength is Hudson here. They'll have a power play for the next 50 seconds. 2:50 remaining in the game as Swarbrick charges through the middle, gets that one poked away by Bowers, and Thayer completes the clearing effort. Empty net now for Hudson, so it will be 6-on-4 for the next 37 seconds. As Von Hayden holds that one, but offsides on the re-entry.
Hudson's going to put their goaltender back here with the defensive side of the ice face-off. Again, another bold. You still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Bold putting that goalie, but I see what they're trying to do. Get that extra attacker 6-on-4 rather than 5-on-4. You need a goal either way. Why not get it now while you have that extra advantage?
We saw that gamble last time with 8 minutes left paid off. They didn't keep the netminder out, and they won't here with the face-off being so close. With just 2:27 remaining, I'm thinking that even once the penalty expires, we'll be looking at an empty net for Hudson. And there it is. Extra attacker on the ice as Danielak picks this one up behind. 18 seconds remaining on the Thunder penalty. Is that one there cleared out and sent all the way down by Von Hayden, and it will be an icing.
Again, Thunder now just trying to kill time both on the penalty kill and in the game in general, plus with an empty net. Why not send it the length of the ice? The only thing you're going to give up is, a defensive zone faceoff, but if you can win those or at least tie it up and get some help, burn some clock, send it the length of the ice. Go for that net, or at least to kill some of that time.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout here for the Thunder. Can't say I disagree with that. This has been a long game. 8:15 start. We went a little bit early.
Surprisingly few whistles at the beginning of the game, too. It was pretty good flow to it. But, yeah, towards the end here, midway point to where we are now, it started to really slow down. A lot more whistles. With penalties, you get those icings. Everything slows down that way.
Plus side here, the earliest game for either team tomorrow would be 12:30. The losing team playing at 12:30 tomorrow. The winner at 2:45. Whichever one of those contests the Thunder find themselves in will be live here again on the M&M Thunder YouTube channel. So, make a note of that, no matter who the opponent or the time. Thunder will be live again tomorrow from their continuing play through this year's state tournament. Again, if the score holds with a victory at 2:45 p.m. Of course, that's subject to the pace of the tournament schedule. So 2:10 on the clock, 10 seconds on the man advantage. 6 attackers on the ice for Hudson. As Danielak chops that one forward, chasing through is Lemery, and Daniel will be on the backside. He feeds up to Lemery. Lemery stays on sides, walks across. Empty netter for Lemery. Empty netter and the hat trick, it should be noted, in this one.
That was a great play there. Selfless play to chip it up to Lemery there. I didn't see who that was, with
Denny.
The assist. But Denny probably could have taken a shot at it. He got it past the red line. But to take the more sure thing, chip it up to Lemery, let him just skate around the last defender and get an open shot. Great smart play there. Thunder up 5-3 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left.
Yeah, that more or less would seem to be the one that'll do it here. But 2 minutes left to play. Both teams full strength now as this one goes Denny on the far side. Denny trying to skate that one through. Schmidt stepped up. And now Lemery comes in, throws the arm. And Swarbrick picks this one up on the far side. He'll contact with Danielak. Bowers picks up from the corner. Minute 30 remaining. Comes out to Thayer. Thayer backhands across, and a little bit further than Lemery was willing to make the effort for. Probably wouldn't have made it there anyway. So we'll bring that one back down on the icing. 1:26.
Still a lot of time, especially knowing how comfortable Hudson is with pulling that goaltender. We've seen it since the 8-minute mark. Definitely a lot of things can happen in a minute and a half.
I'll be completely honest. I'm surprised he's in the net now. Do or die, you need 2. Whether you lose by 3 or 4 or 1, it doesn't really matter. This one chipped up in the direction of Thayer. Thayer going to come down the near side now. He's got Kraus on the backside, offers the shot, kicked aside. Bowers from across the ice will skate in and hold that one. This one comes out towards Molson. He's got to work against Lemery. Lemery going to chase him to the corner. Molson trying to work back. It's that one poked away. Molson now tied up by Bowers in the corner. 1 minute left in the game. As Lemery crosses center, now skates through the defense, walks in, takes the shot there on Haskins. Rebound out in front there, offered up by Kraus. And a good job by Fenton to keep Thayer from getting yet another rebound effort. Back the other way, Molson trying to work his way through. Denny gets tied up there. And a combination of Thayer and Kraus as well, but chases it through to the corner. Backhands in front, and good defense by Denny sends that one down with about 32 seconds left on the clock. We will get the icing call and an empty net on the Hudson end again. Again, if you're going to pull the goalie, I'm not sure why we waited.
Down by 2, I'd probably have him out as close to that 2-minute mark as you can get an offensive side face-off.
Want to put him back in at 2:38. But Not my call. So we'll see here. Final 31.8 seconds as Scar and Danielak step into the right side of Stefik.
When you pull them this late, you're hoping for a quick goal here, but then you have to pull them early or off a center ice face-off to get another one within 20 seconds if you get a quick one at this point.
Danielak removed from the draw there. Bring in Denny, not your preferred centerman, so that goes in favor of Hudson here. Wins to the side. Back out to Swarbrick. Swarbrick looking for the backside for Schmidt. Again, trying to set something up, which was fine if you need one, but you don't have time to do this twice. High stick there, negated by the touch from Bowers, and that one sent up and out of play. 19.2 on the clock.
Yeah, if you're Thunder here, one good clear, you chip it down as long as you don't ice it. If you get it most of the way down the ice, make them chase all the way back. Should just about send it to the end. All you got to do then is keep one rush out, and you should have it. Key to that is getting it out of the zone, though.
Danielak and Scar here on a very important draw. And they'll tie up. To the side there, Swarbrick sends down low, back up to Swarbrick, quickly smothered by Zulke. Swarbrick trying to walk to the center, takes one shot, elevated up and over. Far side, Kofi gonna walk it down, pushed aside by Woodworth. That one up and over the net, 3 seconds. Now 2 as Zulke sends out towards Swarbrick. Swarbrick the shot and too late. Kicked aside by Stefik anyway, and that will do it in this one. Thunder not without some casualties on the penalty side, but they come away victorious here in the opener of the 2022 state tournament in their home barn against Hudson. And Lemry with the hat trick for the Thunder. Bovin and Denny also contributing goals to the winning effort. If the shots on the board are correct, 20 saves on the day for Roman Stefik, 30 on the other side for Dalton Haskins. So with that win, that'll send the Thunder on tomorrow. They'll play at 2:45 against the winner of tonight's previous game, which, if I remember correctly, was Rock County. So they play 2:45 tomorrow. They'll be live here on the M&M Thunder YouTube channel once again. Hudson plays tomorrow, 12:30 on their side of the bracket. Anything to add here before we end it for the night? Getting the head shake. So for Cole Jersey, I've been Brock. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 2:45 with the next M&M Thunder game. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you back tomorrow afternoon.